2025. Bro, this year finna be crazy. You know why it's finna be crazy? It's because we are about to be competing in the Catch My Drift series. All 4 rounds, we will be there. And this is a video for round 1. So I want to say first and foremost, Happy New Year. I know it's a little bit of a late start for a Happy New Year, but I've been going crazy on Twitch. I haven't been on here really recently. But yeah, 2025 is going to be a crazy year, like I said. So a lot of people do know, this past November in 2024, we just went to Orlando Speed World and went to the Black Friday event. That video is going to take a long time to edit because of how much footage needs to be ran through and all that stuff. That should be releasing sometime, hopefully soon. We're going to get off to 2025 with a bang. It's almost round 1. It's March 21st to March 23rd. I'll be there from March 21st to March 22nd. And then we do also have CDS at 3 in the morning on the 23rd.
You poor thing.
Yeah, but that's an Aceto. But we do have Catch My Drift. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm happy, and I'm ready to start my Formula Drift goal, career, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm ready to start my journey to Formula Drift, and I figured going into CMD would be the smartest option if I want to really, really progress in driving and progress as a competitor and as a team with my family and my friends. All right, so for round 1, I will still be using my boy James's car because my car is not currently ready. But we will be going to James sometime either the latter part of this month or next month to be fixing it for round 2. So round 1, I'll be in a rental car still. And then round 2, 3, 4, God willing, we'll be in my car. And I'm hyped because it's going to make a crazy comeback. It's not going to look the same. It's not going to be the same car at all, to be honest. Now, I know the YouTube side. Come on. Okay, you're not coming on. Come on!
Yeah, but before we start with the sightseeing, how about we say hello to the locals?
Anyways, I know the YouTube side hasn't seen my car technically, but Instagram side has. And a lot of people have. Facebook, things of that nature. But that car will be making its debut onto this channel hopefully very soon. I will probably be recording and vlogging us going to Formula Drift Road Atlanta, because that is now happening. We're confirmed to be going to Formula Drift Road Atlanta. And yeah, so we got a long year but a busy year, but at the same time I'm still trying to calculate how many events I can realistically do, because I'm also planning to make the car, well, my car, Pro-Am ready, hopefully by the end of this year. That's the goal. Maybe before, don't know. But the next time you see this on the camera, hey, that job's gonna be at least 60 to 70% to the Pro-Am way. Some more things, but I don't want to say anything. I just want to, y'all gonna have to find out. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, round 1 is this weekend, March 21st to March 23rd. So qualifying is going to be on Saturday and competition is going to be on Saturday. They're changing it this year. But I will be there on Friday night for practice. I'm leaving right after the competition because I do have CDS, which is the Czech Republic Drift Series on Aceto, at 3 in the morning that Sunday, so the 23rd. So it's competition in real life and then straight home competition on the game. But anyways, yeah, that's going on. And yeah, I don't know, I got to record something, right? So it's just Wednesday today, so I got a couple more days. Derek's gonna be coming in tomorrow. I'm gonna be taking tires and I'm gonna be taking wheels from off of James's car to my job so I can swap things over, blah blah blah.
You what?
That's the goal right now. So realistically, it's not a lot that we have to do yet, but it is all hands on deck. And this year, the goal is to, one, I would say qualify a CMD. That would be dope. Two, maybe podium. Actually, realistically, my first goal is to get a win. If I can get a win, that'd be sick. Formula Drift is apparently looking at this series this year, so hopefully next year, fingers crossed, CMD will be a licensed series like Clutch Kickers and East 10, blah 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 blah. You feel what I'm saying? But I gotta be on my P's and Q's, as you know. So that being said, I just want to thank you though for real, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for tuning into the videos, and the people that have been, thank you for tuning into the streams. Stream be popping off, but thank you for tuning into the video. We'll see what we're doing today. I definitely will be taking the tires and stuff off of the car and the wheels and things of that nature. But yeah, hope you enjoy. I'll get back to you in about 1 second for you, I guess. What the freak? But it'll probably be like 12 days. Yeah.
Well, I guess it was an interesting conversation.
Say hello to the care again. Hello, care. It be that time to go drive, bruh. Alright, it's been a while since it started, but it worked. Catch my drift. Catch my drift. And just like that, we're all loaded up, ready to do tires tomorrow. Alright, so there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Got some others left. But yes, got the rear tires done. Alright, so quick thing. So, boom, just got the junk up on that, right? You feel what I'm saying? You did, you do it. Yeah. But anyways, so I already got it set on the top, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. I already know that this, to get it off, is probably going to need these. So I'm putting that down right there. You feel what I'm saying? Push the go pedal. Push the go pedal. There's a move. Boom, boom. All that. Still hands-free. Boom. And I'll rotate. Just breaking the top bead. You can see it's starting to break the top bead and the bottom bead too. Push down a little bit more. Oh. And then these might come down. Yep, these are gonna come down. Gonna push just enough to get that to pop up. Come back. And then there you go. Tie off. This will come up. This is average real time, to be honest. Right there. And then tire off. And for this year, boom. Valino front tires. Yes, sir. And just like that, we are ready to go. Look at this dude, bro. What the heck got going on, baby? Boy, what are you doing? Alright, so in the back of the truck, these are the other tires. Let's see, I'm just inspecting to see how they look. They look pretty good, so I might practice on these maybe. But yeah, these are just a little bit smaller than the ones that you just seen. These are 245s, the other ones are 255s, so. All hands on deck. Got some loading going, got some stuff going, yup. Now we're just here doing a little bit of inflate, deflate, and things of that nature.
Contagious, I bust rhymes with sickness, and you can't understand when I kick this thickness. A cloud bank and I'm foggy, dripping while sipping my wet, and I'm soggy down to the gristle, you know.
Done. Daga meats. Alrighty, did a quick little test drive around my road. Everything looks good. Everything is stout. So, CMD, here we come. Boy, let's go.
Alright boys, we're all loaded up, ready to go. We'll catch you guys at Catch My Drift this weekend. Make sure to check this car out. Go check this man out. And we'll see you guys at the track, hopefully. Gotta go pick up the teammate first. Peace out.
Alright, we're about 20 minutes out. That car on the road. That guy. And we at the normal, such usual thing. Gas station. But yes, on the way. About there. This is gonna be fun. And we are here. CMD, let's go. Alrighty. Let's go to Tech. Alright. So right here I'm playing with my timing, and I threw it in really fast, and I came up a little bit short on the first outer clipping zone, so. Oh, that's how the cookie crumbles, and that's why they call it practice! one finished. You've seen the clips now. I haven't touched the camera. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But car feels good. Car was really grippy with the 255s. But here's something fun. We are in the Airbnb. This is in Wilson, North Carolina, for the people that need to blah 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 blah. You feel what he's saying? But this is my crib. So starting off, you come through the door, you got yourself a jaw, you got that. Anyways, got your boom boom, washer dryer, things of that nature. Boom boom, kitchen good. That's what I'm saying. It'd be dope to live here. The accessories, pretty clean, pretty clean.
Oh, hello.
Nah. Boom, boom. A little upstairs. You could definitely fall over there. Let's get for it. Right here. First room. Boom, boom. Sick. Little closet. Bathroom. Pretty sick. Pretty clean. Then you got this room. And they got the bicycle. Guitar. Shoot. Anyways, another bathroom. Pretty clean. I'm gonna watch it. Big TV.
They have a whole like locking mechanism, so the door handle's offset.
Let's see what's in the back. Oh, this sick. This sick. This is sick. Now you can't really tell out here, but there you go. It's a screened indoors. Backyard. It's pretty sick. Well, back porch, I should say. We finna chill. Eat pizza because Friday is always pie day. And study film. Dog, you should definitely get this Airbnb. You know why, bro? I just came in to use the bathroom, right? The man got the butt stuff right there, man. Booty gonna be squeaky clean. That gonna
Okay.
Yeah. Highly questionable. Highly questionable.
You saying? Oh God. Oh, you wildin', bro.
All right, competition morning, competition day, and all that stuff. Boom, boom. It's kind of loud because Mr. Cole Richards is here, of course. Taylor Hole here, of course. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But we're about to go out for practice in a couple of minutes, and then we got qualifying at 11:30, and competition starts at 2 o'clock. So tune in. doing a quick little camber adjustment. As you can tell, the insides were wearing out a little bit more than we would like. So we're just trying to get this to wear evenly. As you can tell, this is a lot more straight and this side's not. So basically we're just aligning it just so we can get an even contact patch. All right, so I know you guys just seen it. I started straightening out a lot more around inner clip 1, which is pretty much the last term. The reason being is because I just dropped my tire pressure to 25 on these Kendas, and yeah, definitely grippy still. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap back over to the other tires that I'm gonna use for qualifying, and then we'll just go from there. So I can have a little bit more of a feel before qualifying, and then yeah, see you in qualifying. First proper tandems is crazy. I'm just telling you, the sim stays on top, bro.
Jump it. A lot of people out here walking around today. It's a nice day.
So we got Mr. Chandler Crawford on the line, 24 years old, from Wilmington, North Carolina. Big sim guy.
Big
Said
sim
he
guy?
has more hours on the sim than he'd like to admit.
Really?
Says he plays too much sim. He started drifting the end of 2022, and the goal is to win, man.
Awesome. He's got some sponsors on board.
Yeah, so I know I can tell you for a fact he's in a rented car this weekend. He drives an E46 himself, but this one is not his. Flicks it in, fills outside zone number 1, transitions over that elevation change into outside zone number 2, filling that whole box. Into the outside 3 touch and go.
Wow. No, dang it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys
a heater.
I don't know if you guys can hear the disappointment from the other room, but they were excited for that run.
He was on a heater. He picked up every zone so well.
Big sim guy. We've definitely done laps together. Might not have known it, but we have.
Really?
You've probably done laps with him and you didn't know it. That's how much he drives on the sim.
Probably.
I do love some good sim racing.
I do too. That's fun. I do, yeah. I'll be living on North Course in case y'all didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I'll be on that.
If you want to do laps with Todd, get on the North Course. What is it, ADC now?
ACS.
ACS.
ACS server.
Yep. Yeah. Get on that North Course server. Todd will probably be in there.
Yeah, there's a good chance. If I'm on the sim, I'm on North Course because it's just like.
And you know, if you really want to get his attention, just T-bone him.
Yeah.
That'll
just
let him
come
know.
out of nowhere and run names on the game. So I know everybody's names.
Yeah, so Chandler Crawford off the line, rolling using that E46. Hucks it into outside zone number 1. Gets just barely on that inside line of outside zone number 1, over the crest into outside 2, filling all of outside zone number 2. Relatively stock E46, it looks like. Into outside 3, the touch and go. He touches and he goes and he straightens up, reinitiates through the inside clip.
I wonder what the problem is. The same thing right there.
It seems like he's got a lot of grip in that car. I know he had mentioned earlier that he was going to have to air up because it was real gripped
A lot.
up.
Get out! Get out!
What is this?
straight here. First gear, second gear, flicks it in the outside zone 1. That S14 putting exactly where it needs to be, but that E46 is right there with him. Comes to that last, a little deep on that last outside zone. Remember the touch and go here? E46 straightened up a little bit, but the S14 runs a little bit wide into the marbles, wraps it around the inside clip. E46 having a little bit of troubles.
Man,
We'll
this
get
is
him back and flip him around.
We're gonna watch this replay because this is a tough call. I mean, I don't I'm not sure which way this is gonna go. As a judge, you can see here coming out of outside zone number 2. Looks like the S14 right here in the outer 3 drops 2 tires off. However, Mr. Crawford straightens up in chase. Oh, to be a judge today.
Yes, they make the calls. Luckily, there's a rule book, and it's easy to go by the rule book when there's one of those.
Yep. So we get the drivers flipped around. Giving chase. Darian on the grid, waiting for the arm drop.
Waiting on the call. She's got it, checking each driver.
Arms up, arms down, and they're off.
Here they go. Down the straight. S14 in chase, E46 in the lead. Flicks it into that first outside zone. E46 is inside of it. Running a little bit long and wide there. Wrapping it around to outside zone 2. That E46 putting it everywhere it needs to be, and the S14 is right there. Missing that touch and go slightly, coming up a little bit shallow. A little bit of a straighten there from E46. E46 looks like he's fighting some of the issues.
Chandler looks like he has that car gripped up. I think I called him Cameron earlier, and I apologize. That is Chandler Crawford.
Chandler Crawford,
yep.
Sim guy.
Yep, big Sim guy. If you play Sim, you've probably done laps with him and you didn't even know it.
I wonder what his Sim name is.
We could ask him.
Maybe if you know Mr. Chandler Crawford's sim name, please put that in the chat.
Yeah, it looks like that car looks like it has a ton of grip in it in that E46. I mean, he's having to work that thing.
Yeah.
Skylar Lett versus Cody Doyle on deck for our next battle. Looks like Mr. Clark gets the win in that S14. S14 is moving on.
Well, unfortunately, knocked myself out because dealing with outside temps is a thing. And yeah, car was too grippy.
The rear of the vehicle that it's weird on the transitions because you are so close to the zones. But I'm sure that Chandler Crawford is used to it and will put on a beautiful lead run. Chandler Crawford nicely done, but quite late initiation from this guy from the United States of America, and really deep into the outside zone number 3, and that's at least one wheel off, and that's gonna be quite a big points deduction. But he dragged the rear bumper from the beginning on the wall like nobody did before him, but unfortunately they did not manage to stay as close to the wall for the whole run. And I have to say there were some mistakes in this run that I can spot. Quite late initiation, but definitely managed to get inside and one wheel on the curb in the inside clip number 1, and of course one wheel off the track on the outside zone number 3. But the proximity from the wall right here was awesome. It almost looked like Chandler Crawford was not ready to get as close, and he was trying to push himself from the wall a little bit. And I don't believe that Chandler will be happy about 64 points, and we definitely will hold up in his second attempt in the qualifications. 64 points from the first run. So not enough, most likely, to put him in the battles. Late initiation. Really late. That's going to make him some problems in the run itself. as he's gonna be a problem for him to find the correct line. And it's possible that Chandler Crawford find his rhythm again, but has to make corrections to put himself on the wall in the last zone once again. Making a nice 360 in the end, though. It's really late initiation and not in the right spot. That's something that will be deducted, putting one wheel off in the inside clip number 1. There, in this point, I thought that Chandler Crawford is back in the rhythm, but he didn't get into the outside zone number 4 from the beginning. Had to make huge corrections to get back in the zone. And see Chandler Crawford as 170 Motorsport in the comments. So give a shout out to him, and he said that he just got done with real life competition a few hours ago. So I'm even surprised that you come here and you go for a virtual competition, as I know how tiring it is to just be a commentator in a real life event. So I cannot even imagine how tired you must be. So that's a really good job for you. And 70 points for Chandler Crawford in his second run, an improvement. And right now it's gonna be question for Chandler Crawford if he's going to go to sleep, or if he's gonna wait, if 70 points is gonna be enough to go to top 32. So you can let us.
Alrighty. So it is Monday, and I wanted to do a little review over this past weekend. So went into qualifying, as you've seen, and basically got 2 zeros. The reason being is because I straightened out before the last inner clip, and it was a little frustrating to me, just because it seemed like during practice everything was going pretty smoothly at the beginning, and then near the end it seemed like the car was starting to have a problem with gripping up, and I think it was just because of the track temperatures. So what we thought the solution would be to go to a smaller tire, which we did, and we went from a 255, which we were spinning perfectly fine through the last turn, but yet went to a 215, and you would think maybe that would help. Even the 215 was gripping up at the end of practice, and we put it up 20 plus PSI more than it already was in the 215, and you could see in the center of the tire that it was actually overinflated, which, yeah, we had to do what we had to do, you feel what I'm saying? But, you know, it didn't work. Didn't work out in our favor, just because I could not keep the car sideways. It was just a little frustrating, just for the fact that I tried so hard to get a better result, and it felt like I wasted so much people that were like with me time, and it just felt like I don't know, it felt like I wanted to do, I don't know, I definitely expected more out of myself, which next round it'll be more, trust me. But yeah, I went back to, it's just back to the drawing board. It's a little setback, minor setback. But I did learn a lot, and that's really the goal of this, is all to learn a lot. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting. And yeah, I don't know, got to get better with setup stuff. But I can say one thing: the first time I ever made a decent setup change was this weekend. I definitely did do a camber adjustment and all that stuff. It's pretty dope. But yeah, I made a camber adjustment. Car felt great, not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I don't know, I'm ready for round 2 already. But yeah, it's a little frustrating that it ended that way. But it is what it is. Got to get back to the lab and get better. And for the most part, yeah, it was a good weekend though. Regardless of how it ended, I still had fun. I just want to drive consistently over and over and over and over and over. But yeah, it's Monday. We woke up today, thank the Lord. And yeah, I want to thank James. Once again, thank you, James, for letting me use your car. Hopefully we can get my car situated. And I'm talking to my boy Corey Misko right now. And we're trying to gather a plan or something so next round we won't be in such a situation. But the next track also should be a little bit easier on the grip levels and the car itself, because this round it was like outer zone 1 and outer zone 2, the car was perfect, it was fine. And going into the touch and go, it was like I kept losing a lot of momentum, but I was feeling the touch and go perfectly fine. But I got to the point of the middle of practice where I was like, okay, I'm starting to grip up at the last turn. So I aired up the pressures and it was still gripping up. So I was like, okay, so I'm either losing a lot of momentum off of how I'm driving around the corner, or it's just getting that grippy, which we had a lot of. That was where a lot of the rubber was laid down, to be honest. It was a lot of rubber right there. Everybody lit up. And yeah, that was the grippiest part of the track, honestly. The first and second outer zone, not too grippy. It was more so the tires keeping you on track more than the asphalt. But once you got to that last turn, buddy, oh my gosh, bro. When I tell you it junk was extremely fast and extremely grippy, it was an understatement how grippy it was. But so I changed my driving style on the last turn, and I got to the point where I was saying, man, just bump it. Let's just try and keep the gas pinned. And so I tried to keep the gas pinned, and I was like, if I go off track, at least it's practice, right? But guess what? It still did not do anything at all beneficial. So yeah, it's a learning experience. I don't know. I definitely could have drove it a different way, but me being from the sim world and all that stuff and competing so long, if you make any little mistake, you're not making it into the show. So my thought was, do I miss this touch and go and just get a really low score? Because if I would have missed the touch and go, I probably could have made it through the track with no problem at all. But it wouldn't have sat right with me if I knew that I could hit that touch and go into the inner clipping point and not make a mistake. It would have bothered me a lot. So I just tried to drive the perfect line, tried to throw down a 100-point qualifying run, which that's what you got to do. I drifted. But I made a mistake on my second run. I knew the car had a shorter diff ratio, but coming out of outer zone 2, I basically shifted down to first because I felt the car starting to lose RPM and it was gripping up. So as it was gripping up and I was about to transition into touch and go 1, touch and go 1, I guess. I downshifted to first. It was great. No problem. But then it hit rev limiter like really bad. I wouldn't have made it through the track, the rest of the track if I tried, to be honest. But yeah, I hit first gear perfectly fine. Then I basically got it to light back up, and I went to shift in the second, missed the gear. I got it to click, but it was too late at that point. So yeah, I tried to get it to light back up and light back off, but didn't work like that. So yeah, I made a mistake, but for the most part, I was just more so dealing with setup issues, I would say. I don't know, setup-ish issues. It was more so tire pressure issues. Setup was fine. But, yeah, the reason why I was really tempted to do a less grippy tire, but I don't know if it would have made much of a difference because when you go from a 255 to a 215, you would think, I was running a higher tire pressure on the 215 than I was at 255. You would think it would have actually spun it a little bit easier, but it did to a certain extent, because the first two zones, it was actually a little bit less side grip and everything versus the 255, which is understandable. It's a bigger sidewall and bigger tire itself overall, blah, blah, blah. That was cool. I was able to adjust to that. No problem. But it still was gripping up in that last part, going from touch and go 1 to inner clip 1. So I don't know what I could have necessarily done better, but other than just adding tire pressure. But other than that, the weekend was great. I finally got to do proper tandems, which is pretty sick to see from doing it in the sim world for so long, as you don't expect it to be as fun as it is in real life. It's a lot more fun than the sim, I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, car came back in one piece. No crashes happened. I don't think I spun, and if I did, it was more so to avoid somebody, and I really wouldn't say spun. I really just stopped drifting, so nothing crazy would happen. But yeah, got good tandem practice. I do want to have a moment where I'm in the real world and I want to have a simulator experience in the real world, because in the sim you just go crazy over and over and over and over. I want to have 1 or 2 days where I just do that, go lap after lap after lap after lap, and practice everything that I can exactly like I'm on the simulator, but in real life, so I can be prepared for next round. I do know that I talked to one of the homeboys, and that is a plan for maybe next Friday's event. Not next Friday, but the Friday before competition. That might be something that's going to happen, which I'm excited for. And yeah, other than that, successful weekend. I just wish I could have done better for the people that have put all they could into it to get me there, and all the people that came to help. That's really about it. But other than that, it is what it is. It's life. Life be life, and for real. But yeah, I hope you have a blessed day. Hope you see you soon though. I don't know, videos and Twitch and all things of that, I gotta get back to it. But right now you got this video and you got whatever else. Hey, follow me on Twitch, because I'll probably be live streaming the process of me getting into kicking it into another level. So next round we won't be dealing with this situation again, like regardless of what car I am in or anything. Trust me, this feeling sucks, but at the same time, everything happens for a reason, and I'm excited for that reason to come to fruition. But yeah. Oh, that's right, I did freaking CDS. Truthfully, bro, I just went in there and was like, hopefully I qualify, and if I do, great. I'm gonna go in and try and get a win, honestly. But at the same time, we had just got home from the track, so I was already mentally drained from being frustrated and just being at the track itself. Even as a fan, you in general just are worn out. So me getting up at 2 in the morning was crazy. But hey, I got a little bit of points on the board. You feel what I'm saying? You seen the clips. Junk was garbage, but it's all right. I wasn't taking it too crazy serious, because the thing was A for effort, because I was tired as crap. But yeah, we did the things. We drifted. I need to come back better for round 4. Yeah. Those guys are good. Those guys are very good. But yeah, CDS round 3. I watched most of it, but yeah, good driving to those guys, and congrats to Mr. Nairn, Cole Richards, Taylor Hull, and Andy Lynn. Congratulations. I hope to battle every single one of y'all this year. I do. I want to battle. I can't wait to the moment where I qualify, like where I want to and all that stuff, and I get to go against a pro car. That's a goal for me this year. I want to get better. That was the goal to get in CMD. I have to get better. If I want to get to Formula Drift, I gotta get better. So, Formula Drift and Drift Masters. I ain't putting Drift Masters off of the table. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment below, and say